Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video in the Playwright for JavaScript series. The last video we saw about some basic locators like class name and CSS selector and XPath. Right, how to locate right with class name CSS selector for the Orange Charm application. Right, we saw how to take a locators. Okay, so this Orange Charm application, right? Last video we entered username and password and click submit button and we located it and went to the next page, right? Suppose, right, we are taking a screenshot for this login page and we are going to enter your username and your password. Suppose, right, I don't want to show my username and password. There is a scenario where I don't want to show my username and password. That can be achieved with the help of Playwright. Okay, so we can mask your username and password with the help of Playwright. That is what we are going to see in this case. Okay, in this particular video. Okay, so let me create a new file right under test. Okay, I'll give masking.js. Okay, mask. Okay, let me add yes sir. Okay, masking.js. Let me create a write new javascript file. Okay, now let me go to the previous code. I'll just use the same previous code which I did in the last video. Okay, so right, if you see the locator you'll understand what I did. Okay, so please go through the previous video. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, right, I'm just going to write in this right code, right, what it one minute, let me explain. Okay, this right, first is I'm importing the Chromium browser. I'm just selling right the Playwright. I'm going to going to launch the Chromium browser, so that I'm importing right package. Okay, then I'm using async. Right, async, it will wait for each element, whatever you're going to operation, what you're going to, for example, click or enter something, it's going to wait for some time. Right, by default Playwright has async, so since we are using await before each line. Okay, this line of code is used to launch the Chromium browser. Right, open the Chromium browser. It's going to do in the headless state, that is false. Right, it is going to open in the foreground. Next one is I'm going to create a new page in the right browser, open browser, empty page. That empty page I'm going to launch the URL. Then I'm going to enter the username with the CSS selector. This is CSS selector, tag name, attribute equal to value, and the value what are you passing. Next one is, right, I'm just entering my password with the help of XPath. Then I took a class name, for clicking this login button. I used dot before the class name. Since I had multiple classes, I gave in between one dot. Okay, so this is what we saw in the previous video. Okay, suppose, right, I'm just going to take a screenshot here. That screenshot I need to mask it, right? How to mask it with the help of Playwright, that is what is the agenda for this video. Okay, so let's focus on that. So I'm going to do await page dot screenshot. Okay, and then right, so I'm just going to use a curly bracket, and then I'm going to give the path where the and the file name where the screenshot needs to be taken. Okay, for example, mast orange hrm login dot png, the file name where which I need to take a screenshot. Okay, then what I'll do is, right, I'll give a comma here, then I'll just give mask. Okay, then I give a colon here. So masking means just hiding the the credentials, whatever which you are going to use it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, right, page dot locator. Okay, and I'm just going to use tell which element I want to mask it. Okay, so now I'll just go here and I'll copy it right? The CSS selector which I gave early. Okay, this is for username. Okay, so a tag name attribute equal to value. Okay, then I need to mask the password also. That is very very important. Okay, same thing. I'm going to copy it here, and I'm going to do for right password also. Okay, let me copy this password and let me paste here. Okay, so I just gave right the locator css locator, right, I took it for example, right. If you go here, I should inspect it. I should see the name attribute is name, right, and username. For the same password, I the attribute is right name and this password. Okay, I just copied this one. So since the start of a tag is input, I gave it. Okay, the start of a tag is an input name equal to password. This is what I gave here. So this username and password, now it will be masked. Okay, so it is going to capture it and right, save it as right, masked rnhrn login dot png. Okay, so now let's no, okay, so let's do it. Okay, let me save the file. Okay, now let's run the code. Okay, so I will again save the file. I'll go to the cd test folder which is there in my project. Okay, then I'm going to run the code node. Okay, masking dot js. Okay, so it's going to be masking dot js. Okay, so I'll run this one. So it launched the Chromium browser. The URL is launched now. Okay, it's a little bit taking time to load. The application is slow today. Okay, I did enter username and password. Okay, and it's going to click the login button now. Okay, I did enter the username and password. Should click the login button and close the browser. It's a little bit taking time today. Okay, there is an error here. Okay, the issue is right. Wait, one minute. I'm just taking a screenshot. It's trying after clicking as a login button. It will go to the next page, right? And then it's trying for username and password. That's the issue. Let me copy this. Okay, cut this. Okay, I'll paste before the login button. Okay, then let's try what happens. Okay. So before clicking a login button, I'm just telling mask it. If it clicks the login button, it goes to the next page. Then it can't find the username and password. That was the issue. Okay, let's try now. It's very slow today. Please hold on. Okay, it didn't launch the URL. Okay, it entered username and password, but still it didn't load fully. One minute, right? Now it's almost loaded. Now, right, it should click the login button. Okay, it did mask now. Okay, so it did mask now. You can see, right, the username and password is masked. Okay, got it right. So we can mask the credentials, right? If you want to share a screenshot to our team, right? If you don't want to share our credentials, we can mask it with the help of the Playwright with JavaScript. Okay, so the thing is, right, I entered the URL, I located the username, entered the username. I entered the password, entered the right password. Then I took a screenshot and name it as mask orange HRM login. Then I just gave mask, right, colon, and in square bracket I just gave page and which element you want to locate it, that I am finding a locator, and I took right class name, the sorry, CSS selector, right, CS selector for Playwright. For CS the selector is a tag name, attribute name, and its value. Same thing I use it for password, and I just closed all the right, the curly bracket and bracket which I opened. Then I just click the login button and waited for 5 seconds, and I close the browser. Okay, so this is how we can mask, right, our credentials or element, whatever we don't want to share it, we can mask it with the help of Playwright. Okay, hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Meet you soon in the next part of video. 1 minute, right? If you want to understand the code, you have to go through the previous code, previous part, then only you can come. So please, when right, watch the right first part of video, then come. Thank you. Bye.